The Vézère Valley, opening towards the southwest and abundant in temperate flora, was a principal migratory thoroughfare to the hills of the Massif Central. Many shelters in the region correspond to hunting tribe habitats. Decorated caves, despite their geographical proximity, more than likely belong to tribes that gradually evolved separately. Styles, techniques, emblematic animals, all were different. Only the original religious principles were the same. There are, though, evident links of parentage between some cave dwellers. Thus, these tectiform signs are found at Font de Gaume, Combarel, Rouffignac, and Bernifal. Likewise, the quadrangular signs at Lascaux are also present in the cave at Gabillou, some 60 kilometers away at the Vallée de Lille. Gabillou Cave shares other similarities with Lascaux, like the style of the horses, with their characteristic outline and the use of perspective. Some signs were almost certainly markers showing clan, tribe, or ethnic membership. But it's likely that the cave paintings serve as both symbols of belonging to a particular people and complex images linked to a form of religion. There may even have been a fixed route planned for the visitors to the Lascaux cave, a ritual preserved in all ancient and modern religions. This would go some way to explaining the different nature of the decoration in the galleries and corridors. Some areas would be open to everyone, like the rotunda and the painted gallery. This is where the members of the community would meet, familiarized with the animal imagery that they would decipher wall by wall, guided by a narrator, an elder, or shaman. Other areas would be more secret and esoteric, like the main gallery and the chamber of engravings. Here, the thousands of carved lines would need to be deciphered or even completed. The chamber of the felines may have been an area for some kind of initiation ceremony. It could only be reached by crawling, either alone or in a small group, in order to decipher or carve signs. And finally, the shaft. When the cave was discovered, the floor of the shaft was covered with lamps, among which was the pink sandstone lamp. There were also spearheads and flint blades. This may have been a kind of crypt, a secret space reserved for votive objects. Resonance would also have had a large role to play. A little imagination will tell us that ceremonies and visits were probably accompanied by music, singing, dancing, and declamation. The visceral, animal, and sexual aspect of these underground spaces would surely have affected even the most stubborn of imaginations. It is almost certain that there was a powerful symbolic link between the beliefs of Paleolithic man and the architecture of the caves, the succession of rooms, and the evocative relief in the stone walls. The flickering shadows produced by torches and grease lamps must have added an illusionary dimension to the already otherworldly quality of the caves. A world of darkness in antithesis to the world of light outside. Rock painting in general has often been associated to shamanism. During ritual ceremonies, the witch doctor of the South African San Bushman, for example, enters a possibly drug-induced state of trance and supposedly travels to other worlds. To those of the dead, or of animal spirits who give the power of healing or bring him successful hunts. A similar shamanist culture is found among the natives of the Americas and the peoples of Siberia. Some experts claim the man in the shaft is a shaman in a state of trance after sacrificing a bison. He's wearing a bird mask and carrying a staff mounted with the same bird's head. Maybe the visit to the darkness of this underworld was a way for Paleolithic man to experience for himself, almost first-hand, the trance-induced visions of the shaman. Maybe he believed that the spirits of the animals he painted resided behind the rock surface, a barrier between their world and the world of the spirits. Maybe the seemingly aimless carvings were in fact a representation of the cosmos from which animals originally sprang.